Although Louisa May Alcott is now most celebrated for her novel Little Women and its sequels, she also penned a number of popular psychological thrillers under the pseudonym A.M. Barnard. Among these is Behind a Mask, first serialized in the weekly paper Flag of Our Union in 1866. The story represents a bold reimagining of one of the quintessential figures of mid-19th century literature, the governess. Educated and genteel women serving as household employees, governesses were potent symbols of Victorian anxieties surrounding class boundaries. In Behind a Mask, a cunning governess exploits these anxieties to seize ultimate control over a wealthy family. Jean Muir, an unsuccessful actress whose stage career in France has stalled at the age of 30, a milestone, considered over the hill by Victorian standards, resolves to salvage her fortunes by applying to be the governess of the Coventry family in England. Employing her acting skills and an acute understanding of appearances, she uses a wig and false teeth to masquerade as a younger, modest and non-threatening woman. Upon her arrival, she meets Mrs. Coventry and her 3 children, 16-year-old Bella, her future charge, the eldest son Gerald and younger son Edward. Overwhelmed by the family's prominence, Jean faints in their presence, immediately winning the affection of Mrs. Coventry and Bella and securing her position. Jean approaches her new role as a performance, assuming the persona of a sweet and compliant governess to charm the family while planning to claim their fortune. She quickly endears herself to most. She captivates Bella with her engaging lessons, delights Mrs. Coventry by arranging flowers with delicate care, and charms Edward by showing concern for his horse. Even Sir John Coventry, the elderly uncle, is won over by her sharp wit. Yet, not all are easily swayed. Gerald, haughty and dismissive, sees through much of her act, and his cousin Lucia, desirous of marrying him, envies Jean's beauty. For Jean's scheme to succeed, she must make all the men in the household compete for her attention. Edward falls for her immediately, but Jean has no intention of marrying him. As the youngest son, his prospects of a substantial inheritance are limited. Still, she manipulates his devotion to provoke Gerald's jealousy. Winning Gerald requires all of Jean's dramatic talent. She rejects Edward, asks Gerald to protect her from Edward's attentions, and when a confrontation results in Edward stabbing Gerald, she tends to Gerald's wound, softening his attitude toward her. She cements her influence by staging 3 tableaux vivants at a family gathering performances, blending skits and charades, where participants assume historical or literary roles. Jean excels in these scenes, portraying a damsel in distress, a commanding Queen Elizabeth, and other figures, simultaneously demonstrating her social and performative skill. Jean fabricates a backstory, claiming noble birth and lost fortune after spurning a lecherous lord, and asserts that marriage is now her only salvation. As Gerald wrestles with his growing feelings, he resolves to propose, unaware that Jean has outmaneuvered the entire family. In the novel's climactic twist, Jean reveals that she has married Sir John, thereby assuming the title Lady Coventry and gaining control of the estate. The family, astounded by her ruthless cunning, must adapt to her dominance. Long overshadowed by Alcott's more famous works, Behind a Mask regained attention in the mid-20th century and has been interpreted as a radical feminist text. Echoing the ambitious, determined women of Little Women, particularly Jo March, Alcott presents a protagonist who refuses her assigned class role and rejects the subservience expected under Victorian patriarchy. Simultaneously, the novella functions as a dark retelling of the Beauty and the Beast myth, where the 2 seemingly opposing traits coexist in a single character. Jean is beastly in ambition and cunning. Yet she conceals this under a captivating mask of beauty, inverting the traditional narrative of the Beast's gentle ugliness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.